Hello again. Okay, we are back for Is There an Upside to Having No Social Life? And this is part 3. I hope you're enjoying these little talks. This is Miriam Cushnie-Mansour, your writer on the run. So we've been talking about embracing boredom and all the different things that it can do for you, being solitude and working in solitude. And, we've been talking about an article written by Marlene Dorr, who decided to give it a try and see what it would be like to have no social life for one whole month. So what, Darlene is saying is that such idle moments are crucial for your creativity. And your mind wandering has been linked to a creative problem solving. So if you just kind of, instead of being so stressed about everything all the time and worrying about this and worrying about that, if you just let yourself go. Maybe take a few inhales and exhales and really think about it. Allow your mind to wander, accessing memories and emotions and random bits of stored knowledge. Amy Fries, the author of Daydreams at Work, says that this is really important. So during the experiment, Darlene found herself, Madeline, sorry, I got the name wrong there, found herself regularly brainstorming new ideas and reimagining existing projects. So just this past week, a couple of days ago, it's been really brewing in my head. I have 6 volumes in my Knights Vampire series. And over the last 2 or 3 months, a lot of people have come up to my book table and asked me when the next book is coming out. And you know what? I've been procrastinating on it and I've been thinking about it, and I tell them that. Well, this week I actually opened up the 3 or 4 pages that I had and I started to write, because I have allowed myself some downtime. I have allowed myself to let my mind wander and think about where I was going to go with the next vampire novel, Knight's Rescue. Okay, so doing nothing can be as equally energizing as time out spent with people. And according to Pedro Diaz, who is the CEO of the Workplace Mental Health Institute in Sydney, Australia, doing nothing is necessary in order to recharge. So this past week, actually over the last 5 days, I'm almost finished the second book, I've spent some time just reading for fun, okay? James Patterson, it's my second novel I've been reading of James Patterson. I have also been reading periodically, the Game of Thrones books, and but sometimes when I'm reading a heavier read, I like to just sit down and read something light and breezy that I can just get through in a couple of days. So the research to support Pedro's claim from a 2016 study was done with 48 people, and it measured their mental state, moods, fatigue, and stress over 12 days, and found that extroverted behavior raised people's moods and energy levels. However, this behavior also led to higher fatigue after a 3-hour delay. While a small sample, it does support the idea that focused activities, be it socializing, working, or studying, takes its toll. This observation also raised an important question. Perhaps it's not the amount of socializing or work we engage in that can lead to exhaustion, but the lack of proper breaks from either. Okay, so you can go on like crazy. I mean, let's take housekeeping for an example. Okay, I can go through and I can spend one day and I can go crazy cleaning my house and reorganizing, rearranging. Then I'm exhausted afterwards. That could be the same said for socializing. You can socialize too much and then become exhausted from it. So we don't place enough importance on being alone and most people don't even know what they need to do to give their brain and nervous system a good rest, according to Diaz. In a society where busyness is worn as a badge of honor, how many times you say to a friend, oh, do you want to do this? Oh, I'm just so busy. I'm just so busy. I don't have time. I don't have time. How many times do you say it a day? It can be difficult to decipher if having little to no social life is an inevitable consequence of working life or a way to signal our own importance to others. Think about that. Do we want to feel important to other people? And by stepping out and making sure that we socialize more than we really need to, is it making us feel more important? Extroverted behavior raises people's moods and energy levels, but it also leads to higher fatigue after a 3-hour delay. Think about that again. That's a repeat. So when you signal you're busy, you're basically telling others that you are high status and important, not because what you wear is expensive, but because you are extremely desired and in high demand, says Sylvia Bellezza, a co-author of a Harvard Business School study that argues that an overworked lifestyle rather than a leisurely lifestyle has become an aspirational status symbol. I'm going to leave it there again for today and come back tomorrow for part 4 of Is There an Upside to Having No Social Life? This is Miriam Cushnie-Mansour, your writer on the run. Have a great one, and tomorrow we'll see you for part 4 and the conclusion of Is There an Upside to Having No Social Life? Bye-bye for now.